and we'll get this little guy right here. Okay, let's go. It's the start of a busy week for us because this is fair week. In fact, here in a couple of hours, Miley needs to go in and show her cat in hand pets. And I was out here doing chores and I made an awesome discovery. Hey goats! How are you guys? Maggie followed us out here, and so the goats are terrified now. Little bitty dog and the goats are freaked out. Our turkey poults hatched, but so far all I see is 2. And so now we have a dilemma because we really need to be getting ready to take Miley into the pet show, but yet we have the turkeys in our poults and we don't want to leave them because last year when that happened, Brooke was like, well, we'll just leave them and we'll get them tonight, and they were gone. So what we think we're going to do is go ahead and gather up Mama and the poults and put them over in the tractor. Think you can get her? She's kind of...
Oh, she's very... I don't know if I can pick her up.
Here comes Mr. Turkey, so be careful.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and boop him out. I almost had her.
So he's out here. You want to come in, Miley? I don't know where the poults are at.
They're right there.
Okay.
I'm afraid she'll flog me.
Shh. Okay. Oh, you got one. Yeah, I got one. Okay. Shh.
Ow! He's not with animals today.
We got her.
Yeah,
now
she's
all
right there.
Oh. Okay, and we'll get this little guy right here. Okay, let's go.
I'm afraid he'll flog me though.
Okay, maybe we can boop him back in there. Can you see if you can get him to go back in there, Miley? Or hold the gate. Yeah, that's it. You hold the gate and I'll chase him back in there. Go on. Go on. Beep, beep. This way. This way. There we go. Now right through the door. Right there. There we go. Okay, here, can you hang on to him?
Miley, stick them in first.
Yeah. I'm trying not to snag the dress or get it dirty. Okay, there we go. We got her in there and them in there.
Mom hurt her leg.
She did.
It's bleeding.
Yeah. It is, isn't it? She probably scraped it when she was trying to flog. Earlier I came out here and I was feeding the goats, and they were running up there, and she freaked out and was trying to flog them through the fence. I think she kind of like scratched her leg up a little bit. I think she's going to be fine. We still have quite a few eggs on the nest, and I'm pretty sure that some of them are probably due to hatch soon. But we just don't know for sure what we want to do with them because we're going to be gone at the fair for the next several days. And we're debating on whether we should put them in the incubator. But Brooke suggested to take them and put them in the tub, kind of like we did that one last time. Put the heat lamp on them and just see if they'll hatch like that. And we might just do that. But we'll have to do that later because we need to get going right now. I'm sure with as hot and humid as it is right now that they'll be fine for the few hours that we're gone. Well, we made it back from the pet show earlier this afternoon, and Miley did an awesome job, and I will let her tell you all about that here in a moment. First, I want to update you on how she did at the rabbit show. She took Molly, which I think that's Molly. It's either Molly or Holly. I can't ever tell them apart. Right here is either Molly or Holly. And then right here is that cute bunny Bumbleston. She took all 3 of them and they all 3 got blues, but Bumbleston and Molly got top blue, which qualifies them for state fair. And Bumbleston won best of class in Holland Lops.
so we'll
Okay, so we'll give this a blue.
Okay.
It's got a nice little head, very nice crown, good ear hang. Just a beautiful coat. I don't know if it's in the fur also.
It is.
A blue. Yeah.
Are these state fair blues or regular blues?
Yeah, state fair blue.
State.
Okay, this would be your best broken M8.
Each is the best of varieties. Okay.
But the solid here will be your best of breed.
And that is BH?
Yeah, B8.
Okay. Okay, the Hollands can go back, the solid will come back later.
And then Miley did rabbit showmanship for the very first time, and she did an awesome job, as you can see here.
Nice and smooth. Rib bumps.
Okay, we now have a speaker.
And she has a dough.
Such a busy time right now. We have so many things to do and so little time to get everything done. Here shortly we're going to head out to the pig pen, and Miley's going to work with the pig a little bit because she's going to be showing her in a couple of days. We need to run out here in a little while and pick some veggies. We might wait and do that tomorrow though too, but she entered a lot of vegetables in the fair. I don't know if we'll have a lot to enter, even though we have a lot of stuff in the garden, just because when you enter them, you have to enter at least 5 of everything, and then they all have to be uniform in size, shape, color, and all of that, and it's really difficult to get 5 of each thing. You want to tell them how you did with your hand pets, taking Pika, your kitty?
I got grand champion honor.
What is her favorite toy?
Probably batting around a piece of dog food. She doesn't really like toys much.
So she lives with dogs also in the house? And she gets along with the dogs okay, or do they kind of ignore each other?
They kind of ignore each other.
Yeah.
We did a lot of research on interesting cat facts. What are some of the, Miley, what are some of the cat facts that we learned?
Cats spend 70% of the day sleeping. Cats can't taste sweet things, but they can distinguish taste and water. Cats have a distinct pattern on their nose. And most female cats are right pawed, while many male ones are left.
When she said the cats have a distinguished pattern on their nose, it's like humans have a distinguished thumbprint or fingerprint. We thought that was really interesting. Here's her piggy. She's looking really good. She's gotten big. Yeah, we're just now getting out here to work with the pig on showing her. We should have been doing that for a while now, but she is such an easygoing pig. And Miley's been out here every day working with her and talking to her and everything that I don't really think she's going to have too much of a problem showing her. Okay, so pretend that Brooke's the judge. And you're in the show ring.
You're trying to keep your keep the pig between the judge and you.
It's a little hard with all these stickers out here. Get behind her.
Well, yeah, don't go in front of the pig if it does. Okay.
There you go.
Back here.
Keep your eye on the judge. You chase. Yeah, it's a little hard to get around with the stickers in it.
So like, basically like that, kind of. That's probably what she'll be doing in the ring.
Yep. Yeah, you also just want to keep her moving too.
Yeah, keep her moving.
Check on the poults real quick, see how they're doing. Looks like they are doing good. So I'm going to run over here and look at the turkey eggs again. There are sure a lot there that haven't hatched yet. So we decided we're just going to go ahead and gather them up and take them in the house and put them in the incubator. And as they hatch, we'll just bring them back out and put them in with Mama. And hopefully they do hatch and we get more. You'd be able to fit all those in your shirt?
I don't know. They're a lot larger than chicken eggs.
I'm surprised that none of the other ones are starting to hatch or anything.
I'm wondering if these are even fertile.
I know. What we'll do is we'll candle them. So in one of our previous videos, we were looking at the combs and discussing them, and I never did really say in my video what exactly we were looking at and why we were looking at it. And actually I did, but the wind was blowing really bad, and so I had to kind of leave that footage out. We wanted to just show you kind of what all we look at when we choose a chicken to take to the fair to be judged. Right here we have both of our Sussexes. About a month and a half ago, we were looking at this one right here because her comb looked like it was nice and straight and uniform, and it was just maybe about that high. But since then, as you can see, it's kind of grown out. I mean, it's still pretty uniform, but it's kind of not standing up so straight. This one over here, a month or so ago, didn't even have a developed comb yet, but hers is really turned out nicely, and so we were sitting here trying to decide which one we should take, because we're only going to take one. We like this chicken a little bit better because she's heavier and just nicer. This one's more of a lighter one, so we were just kind of comparing them and trying to decide. So what do you think, Miley?
I don't know.
Also, when they're judged, they look at the feather condition, make sure that all of their feathers are nice and uniform and shiny, look nice.
This one just kind of has more thickness to her.
She does? More so than that one does?
Let me hold this one again. This one is bigger.
Some of our other birds are, like some of our roosters have really nice combs on them, and their feathers are really nice. Like Ned and Nate there, for example, they have the very, very nice, straight, perfect combs. Now our Cochin has kind of like a not so uniform comb, so that might be something that he's counted off for. But yet his feathers and everything look beautiful. Then our Leghorn rooster, he sits up there every night. He is looking very beautiful too. We're really excited about him. Anyway, we talk a lot more about it, but we need to get inside because we are getting eaten up by mosquitoes.
Ow! Not even hard.
If you guys are interested, after the fair, we can tell you more about that. So we've been spending some time getting our projects rounded up, ready to head for the fair to judge tomorrow, for most of them anyway. So we kind of wanted to show you what we were doing, and I'll let Miley go first.
Okay. I just started painting to clear closer. Okay. I painted a painting of Pika. And I'm going to take that one to the fair. And I did snowman. And it's snowy. I should have done the scarf the other way because it's all blowing that way. And then the butterfly. And then I'm doing the butterfly one. And I made this knee bowl. I think that's what it's called. And basically I had to put it on my knee like that.
To form it?
Form it.
That is so interesting.
It's cold when it's on your knees. I made this incense burner.
That's cute.
Ooh.
I really, really love this.
And I made this little bowl too. It says hope on it, but it got cracked like through there.
Okay, so here's her photos she's taking.
This is Rafiki, and he can, as you can tell, he is sleeping. And then combine cutting the fields. Then sunset. Then barn. Then fairy garden. It's a picture of Lytton in the grass. It's a picture of a zinnia. Another one. Another fairy garden one. Then sunflower.
Okay, and then Brooks, you're doing some open class, right?
Yes. I have this bowl I made. Ceramics.
Yeah.
Or my ceramic stump.
Okay. And you made one a couple of years ago like that, right?
But I did it with air dry clay and it broke. I mean, just like the sides of it, like these things broke off. But
And so she made another one in,
ceramics class.
and this one is fired and glazed and everything. So I think it turned out so cute. It's got a little snail.
It cracked during firing, but
Leaves and vines. I think it's so cute.
and then I made this bowl to sit on top of it. In this photo story, it shows you how I made it. So
Yeah, photo story is something kind of new. They've had it for a while, but not very many people enter, and so we got talked into doing one. So Brooke and I each entered one, but it's basically a photo story is a series of photos that you kind of tell a story.
and then this is my other ceramics bowl. And here are my other pictures I took. Here's a few paintings I'm taking.
I think that was so cool.
This is one that I did in art class.
It turned out really cool, I think. I just love that.
I love the fence.
Did a great job.
Thank you.
What I made in ceramics class, I made like a little platter. And it's really interesting because I used a bubble wand for the pattern on that. And here's a little bowl I made. And 2 coffee mugs. And both of those I used the wheel for. This one right here was the very first time I ever used the wheel, and then this one was the 3rd time, and then the second one collapsed, and I just scrunched it back up and threw it back in the pile of clay. Okay, and then here's my photo story. Miley's starting out with an empty water balloon, filling it, tying it, holding it over Brooke's head, and splattering it on Brooke. That one was a lot of fun. At least Miley thought so.
It wasn't for me. I popped it over. I pulled another one up and popped over her head when we were walking to the house. It's payback time. No, it's not.
Well, we got all the eggs in the incubator. We candled them earlier, and there's a large portion of them that are fertile. A few of them were even cheeping while we were candling them. And even just a little bit ago when I walked in here, I heard some cheeping coming from the incubator. So we should have some more hatching pretty soon, which is really exciting. It's just kind of exhausting because this has been a busy, busy, busy day, and tomorrow is even going to be busier, and then the rest of the week is just going to get busier from there with the fair. So I'm already exhausted. And it's just the beginning of the week.